Greetings, I'm David, and this is The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. So, if you're just tuning in now, what we essentially are doing for the Zelda series is we're actually going to be following the timeline, the official Zelda timeline for these games, and it's not the Legend of Zelda, it's actually the Legend of Geoff. Okay, sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure that I was spelling Geoff correctly. The correct way of spelling Geoff, of course. Um, so we originally did Skyward Sword. Probably a little over a year ago at this point is when we ended it. I'm going to... do we want fast? Like, you could speed through the text, so it's not too bad. But, alright. So this is going to be the second Zelda game in our series, in the Zelda series for this channel. The first one, obviously, being Skyward Sword, because that's where the start of the timeline happened. I wasn't sure if I was going to do the handheld games, especially like this one and some of the other like questionable ones. This one isn't too bad. Like, if you like A Link to the Past, you'd probably enjoy this one. There's not a whole lot fundamentally different about this game from A Link to the Past, or A Link Between Worlds is a little, like, different in gameplay, I should specify. Story-wise, it's not the same. Most Zelda games have their own story, per se, but they all have similar themes, obviously. Good morning, Master Smith. Goodness me, Princess Zelda. Did you sneak out of the castle and come all this way alone? The minister is sure to be worried about you. Oh, don't worry about him. He'll be fine. Where's Geoff? The whole town is bustling for the annual Picori Festival. I thought he and I might go together. Would you mind terribly? Oh, is that what you're here for? Well, Geoff was up late helping me last night, and he's still asleep. But I do have an errand at the castle. Yes, that should be fine. Have you ever noticed that a lot of Zelda games start with Link being asleep? In this case, Geoff. But, like, Skyward Sword, this game, Ocarina of Time, I can't remember if the Twilight Princess starts with you asleep. But there's definitely a few others, I'm sure. I mean, literally the entire... Well, spoiler alert for Link's Awakening. Link's actually asleep throughout the entire game. Geoff, time to get up. Alright. Okay. So we are working off of Game Boy Game Boy Advance controls. So all you got are the right and left bumpers, and I set my control scheme to be not terrible. So X is my A, and A is my B, or depending on what you're using, obviously. I'm using an Xbox controller, but if you're using a Switch controller, then Y and B, or A and B, or B and A, respectively. Sorry. I actually got into a conversation with Connor about the control schemes and why, like, none of the 3 controllers can agree upon on where X should be. I mean, my response was Nintendo did it first with the SNES controller, so, but it's not really that big of a deal. You just gotta kind of remember it, especially if you're not used to a different controller. You accepted the Smith's Sword. This is the blade that will be presented to the winner of the competition. Don't lose it. While the 2 of you may be childhood friends, remember, Zelda is the princess of Hyrule. Watch over her. Don't let anything bad happen. Master Smith, quit worrying. We'll be perfectly safe. So I believe Nintendo actually just released the Game Boy Advance games. Some Game Boy Advance games on their online service, which is pretty nice. Alright, 1 second. I will say, finding, like, treasure in the grass is not as easy as I prefer. Alright, so let's go ahead. Okay, right. We don't actually have access to the sword yet. I was gonna say, we need to equip our sword. So control scheme is pretty similar to Link's Awakening, in the sense that you're very limited on your weapon slots. So you have an A slot and a B slot. Oftentimes the B slot is going to have your sword. That's what I prefer, at least. And then the A slot is whatever your secondary item is. Hey, wasn't there going to be a sword fighting tournament at the castle? I wonder who won this year. Oh wow, over here. Sorry I'm speeding through text. Hopefully I'm not speeding... obviously I'm speeding through it way too fast for anyone to want to actually read without pausing. I love festivals. This is mostly just, like, random dialogue. It's just world-building dialogue, you know? Oh, hi. Are you enjoying the festival? Yes. Hopefully I don't get one of your, membership cards. Beetle. I'm still salty about that. Ooh, first we have the lovely heart-shaped stone. I want it. Give it. Give it to me. All of it. So, which one would you like? The heart. I want the heart. Oh, right. Sorry about that. If you, like, move your, if you move, like, the D-pad or the joystick at all, it'll speed through the text by accident. Oh, but I wanted the heart. I don't really find shield to be all that useful, to be completely honest. Obviously, it's a shield, so it's still good. Like, it's still good at blocking most physical projectiles or attacks, but I don't know. Here. Aww. Da-da-da-da. Alright. Yay. Yep, just as I thought. You look great. Well, obviously. Oh, I almost forgot. We have to take Master Smith's sword to the castle. Alright. So the shield is, as you can probably guess, a shield. If you hold down the A button, you can still move around with the shield, but you won't be able to face in any of the other directions. Only the direction that you started off with. Hey, you. Alright. We can talk to a few of the other children. So, here is sort of the general gist of what's going on here. So this is actually a festival to celebrate the Picori, which are a tiny little people type of race that you can't really see. But I think it happens like, what, every 100 years is? I think that's what it maybe had said. Well, don't just stand in the way. Alright. Out of the way, kid. Or thing. Scrub. I actually feel a little sorry for that business scrub. But that nut hurt. Oh. So many things could be said, but I'm not going to say them because you know why. Ah, Princess Zelda. When did you leave the castle? You'll find him in front of the castle. Okay. Hey, Egad. How are you? That's a game that I really want to do for the channel. Honestly, I think I'm going to do it for, in October. I think we're going to do, Luigi's Mansion. So, look forward to that. Came just in time. But I better, go. I have to prepare for the ceremony. Alright. Since you're here, Geoff, why don't you join us for the award ceremony? Well, I won't say no, I guess. It's called the Picori Blade, and it locks much evil away in that chest. The Picori Blade is sacred among the people of Hyrule. The legend has it that long ago the Picori gave us this blade. Whoever wins the competition earns the honor of touching the sacred blade. So yeah, we're actually not dealing with the Master Sword in this game. Zelda games, the Master Sword is obviously the big one, and it's generally in the main, like, console games, but oftentimes other blades will come up for the side games. Bati, champion the competition. You may approach the blade. Oh, this guy looks like trouble. To think things would go this well. The Picori Blade and the bound chest spoken of in Hyrule lore. This chest must hold that which I seek. I'll relieve you of its contents now. You just see two of your comrades go flying and you still try. Do not interfere with me. As victor, I've earned the right to approach the Picori Blade. I've been waiting for this moment. Who are you? Why are you doing this? princess with the mystic aura. Power that was gifted to the people of Hyrule still flows within the veins of the ladies of its royal family. And as we found out in the previous game, that's because the goddess Hylia is actually or Princess Zelda is the reincarnation of the goddess Hylia. If I leave you now, you'll only cause me trouble later. That will never do. Stone with you. Honestly, we're pretty lucky that we didn't get turned to stone as well. Now, to find out what power awaits me in this chest. Empty. There was nothing in there but a rabble of monsters. What is the meaning of this? Well, I know the force. I know the force I'm after is somewhere out there. I'm in no hurry. I can take my time searching for it. Alright. That will go on for as long as you don't hit anything, so you need to actually, like, press A or B or something to get things moving. It's a really good thing they didn't drop her in transport. You're awake. Are you feeling alright? Stand at my side. The King of Hyrule is about to speak. It is, as you have all heard, a sorcerer named Vadi has cursed my fair Zelda and turned her to stone. If we had the sacred Quarry Blade, we likely could have broken the curse. Vadi shattered the blade. However, I have not given up hope. What do you know about the quarry? Quarry? Not much, beyond what the fairy tales say. They're supposed to be very tiny, if I'm remembering correctly. Yes, ones from the fairy tales. But the quarry are no mere legend. They most certainly exist. No one outside of the royal family knows the truth about them. The quarry forged the sacred blade, lived deep within Minish woods. They should be able to repair the broken blade and reforge the sword. What? Then we must dispatch the soldiers there at once. No, soldiers will not do. Quarry do not show themselves to anyone but children. Our soldiers could search for days and still find no sign of them. I see. Well, I have a child here that can do this. Getting voluntold to go and save the world, apparently. Or save Zelda, specifically. If that's the case, then why not send Geoff? Do I have a say in this? If Geoff has recovered, then yes, I would like to ask this of him. Please, turn my precious Zelda back to normal. Picori should know how to create a new sacred sword. It will be dangerous. It will be a dangerous journey. Now that those monsters have been freed, please take the sword with you, along with the broken Picori blade. This is part of the sword needed to reforge the sacred blade. Don't lose it. You got the smith's sword. It's a sharp blade made by your grandfather. Very well. Send the soldiers to search for Vadi at once. Deep within the Minish woods, you will find a place called Deepwood Shrine. Once, humans and Picori shared that shrine as a meeting place. I think it would be best if you started your search there. Take this map with you. If you get lost on your way to the forest, simply check your map. Alright. Mark the location of the forest for you. Good luck, and be careful. Alright. Do people not have, like, a full map that I could actually use? Why do I have to fill in everything? Alright. They're primarily just telling you stuff that you should already know at this point. But if you don't, obviously the R bumper to roll. And obviously, if you're playing on an emulator, you can kind of set it whatever you want. Start to go to the save menu. Obviously, we have the save right here. This game does have, like, I believe, temporary saves. Or, like, quick saves that'll save, like, when you last entered. Yay, we did it. We defeated our first Dr. Rock. Alright. Hyrule Castle, Hyrule Town. Okay. Thank you. Muto. I'm head carpenter around these parts. King of Hyrule himself has entrusted me with this project. See, that sorcerer's attack tore things up pretty bad around here. You know, kid, you shouldn't be playing anywhere near the construction zone. Well, looks like they're blocking our way back into Hyrule Town, so that's unfortunate. Alright, so... I believe this is heading up towards the way. I will say, you get damaged a lot in this. Very easy to take little pot shot damages. Money really isn't going to be a problem in this game. Like, with most more recent, well, I shouldn't even say more recent, this era of Zelda games, you really don't have to worry about money. Hearts, on the other hand, can be kind of annoying to find, I've found. So I think the art style is kind of a nice mix between the sort of pixel art of like the handheld games, but in sort of the same general style of like Wind Waker. Like Link looks like he is more or less from those line of games. Alright, this is the Minish Woods. Home of the, Minish. So we need to actually go ahead and find them. The reason why I'm kind of searching all of these is because I'm looking for a heart. Choo-choos. Unfortunately, we cannot go in this way. Okay, so the light water is stuff that we can walk on. The dark blue water we will drown in, so we don't want to actually go in there. Just go ahead and ignore all of you. Help! Oof. Won't somebody stop them? Oh, those Octoroks are jerks. Ooh, hello. Got our first piece of heart. Alright. If you've ever played a Zelda game before, well, first of all, go and play a Zelda game. But second, the way you gain new hearts or more health is by getting heart pieces. Now, you don't immediately gain a heart every time Well, your text box is stopping me from... I had to make the Octorok feel good. Phew, well done. That was close. That's beside the point. What in the world is a lone child doing so deep in the woods? Anyways, getting back to what I was talking about with the parts. You need 4 heart pieces to complete a new heart, and then you'll get the full heart added to your overall health. Oh, I see. The Picori, you say? And Vadi? Vadi's cursed someone. What? The Sacred Blade. That's so. I see. You know, you and I have quite a lot in common. Both wearing green. I'm made out of green. You're wearing green. You see, I, too, am on a quest to break cursed bodies. And you say that reforging the Sacred Blade can break this curse, eh? Well, then you have found yourself a companion, my boy. Great. You're not gonna annoy me like some other companions. Bye. Or Navi. My name is Eslo. Eslo, is that how you say it? That's how I'm gonna say it. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Will you just get on my head already? Boy, take a good look at me. Do you really think I can walk that fast? Damn it. There. Now you can't possibly leave me behind. My, it's quite comfortable up here. Yeah, Eslo, you're supposed to ask before you jump on someone's head. I know that Mario does it, but come on. Alright, quit your squirming. Can't you sit still? Yes, that's it. Much better. Now, I suppose a boy like you still has much to learn about the world. If ever you need my insight, press select. I'll be happy to help. I promise I won't. Alright. Okay, so here is one of the main gimmicks of Minish Cap. So, if you see like a tree trunk or another item kind of like this, where there's like a hole in the center, this is actually where you can become, well, not become a Minish, but shrink down to the size of a Minish. Or yeah, Minish, Picori, it's kind of they're the same thing, technically. If we're to enter the village, we'll have to make you a touch smaller first. Look at that. At first glance, it appears to be a mere stump. Yes? No! That stump is a portal used by people long ago to adjust their size. With my help, you can use it to shrink down to Minish size. Just stand on the stump and press R. Okay? Alright. And I think we're gonna put a cut in here. And in the next part, we will actually do the Minish. Or go and see the Minish for the first time. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.